Hey Brick fans, this is Dave from Brick 101, and today I'm reviewing the McFarlane Toys Five Nights at Freddy's set, The Party Wall with Withered Freddy. This set contains 33 pieces and retails for about $9 in the United States. There's a link in the description where you can buy this set online. Unlike many of my previous videos, I did not get this set for free from McFarlane Toys. I had to hunt it down myself at Walmart. I visited 5 different Walmarts trying to find the Five Nights at Freddy's sets, managed to find 3 of them, so I'll be doing reviews on those 3 in the next week, and I have word from McFarlane Toys that they'll be sending me the Scooping Room next week as well, so I should have that up very soon. Many thanks to everyone who voted in the Community tab poll about which of these 3 sets I should review first. If you're not subscribed to me and not seeing my community posts, you're really missing out. I've been doing a lot of polls to get feedback from all of you, which is really fun, as well as sharing photos and stories and things like that that are not videos. So don't forget to subscribe and check out the Community tab to see more from Brick 101. As is often the case with McFarlane Toys sets, the highlight of this set is the figure. Makes sense, McFarlane Toys started as an action figure focused company, so their figures are often full of great detail, and Withered Freddy is no exception. At first glance, you might not notice the small details that separate Withered Freddy from normal Freddy, but they have even included new molds in this set to make Withered Freddy stand out from normal Freddy. First and foremost, on Withered Freddy's mouth, on his snout, he doesn't have the 3 nose freckles, as they are sometimes referred to, that normal Freddy does, so that part is now totally smooth. The bib mold has really detailed buttons added onto it. Normal Freddy has no buttons, and Toy Freddy just had some dots, so these detailed buttons are kind of a first for a Freddy mold. I can't really tell if the lower mouthpiece is the same as normal Freddy, but just with different coloring for the teeth. I'm not sure why they went with a gray here as opposed to white. One thing I did notice is that they didn't paint the inside of his ears. That's one thing that has been consistent on kind of normal Freddy and other Freddys that kind of have this tone, is that the inside of the ear is painted slightly lighter color. I think that would have helped a little bit here just to make those ears pop a little bit more, but this is really cutting hairs in terms of looking for things to criticize. As for the arms and the legs, unlike previous animatronics that have had some kind of damage on them, the arms are not the damaged mold arms. They are the normal arms with some painting on it to have the endoskeleton show through. That's also true for the upper legs, having just painted on damage. The only other time we've seen kind of painted on damage like this is with Nightmare Chica, who had some damage painted onto her upper legs. The lower left leg is the same lower left leg that we got in Nightmare Freddy, which had some damage on it. So they're reusing that mold, but different coloring. I think it works really well. They've obviously not done anything for a right leg to have actual damage. So this is an interesting mix of painted on and molded damage. I think this looks really nice. The damage definitely pops out. It's obviously more superficial this way, but it also allows them to be a little more customized in where they put it, as opposed to using the same exact mold for a damaged arm across many, many animatronics. But let me know in the comments what you think about this approach to showing damage on an animatronic model. Here's a look at all the Freddys that McFarlane Toys has released so far. Withered Freddy fitting in among normal Freddy and Toy Freddy quite nicely, and of course the many other Freddy variations. So many Freddys. And here's a look at the 3 Withered animatronics that have been released so far: Withered Freddy, Withered Chica, and Withered Foxy. Withered Bonnie will be in one of the upcoming Wave 4 sets. That one has not hit shelves as far as I can tell so far, but as soon as it does, of course, I will have a review here on Brick 101. Hear ye, hear ye. Welcome all to the annual conference of Freddy's with Microphones. As the leader of the delegation of gray microphones with black tops, I would like to say that that is clearly the best color of microphone. As the leader of delegation with black microphones with gray tops, I would like to strongly disagree. Oh, how dare you! My microphone has a black bottom and a gray middle and a black top. I don't really fit on either side. Sorry for knocking you over. Where do I sit? Sit in the back. Okay. Well, hey everybody! My microphone's magenta! Wow! Okay, now let's talk about the build that comes in the set. It's a pretty simple build. It is just a floor and some wall. We've seen this a lot with the individual figure builds. It's pretty standard for the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 setting, with the green brick with black checkers on it for the central stripe, some detailed kind of decaying wall bricks around it, and actually you get a lot of them, which is pretty unusual for just a small set like this to get so many pieces, so that's kind of nice if you like that. This also has a new poster, the New Face of Fun. We haven't gotten that in a previous set. It also has two other optional posters. This one with the kind of golden Fredbear look has been in another set. This one with like Mangle being torn apart is, I think, totally new. I don't think we've gotten that in a previous set, or I haven't used it at least. So if you're paying attention to posters and stickers, that's some information. So if you've collected several of the McFarlane Toys Five Nights at Freddy's sets, you might have an inclination to put them together to kind of make a layout. However, McFarlane Toys has been a little inconsistent in how they designed the walls for these, so they don't really line up as well as they could. So this is the new one from Wave 4 that comes with Withered Freddy. If you put it next to the Party Room set from Wave 3, you would expect that they might line up since they're both from the Party Room. However, this is one brick shorter, and the stripe is one plate higher, so the stripe doesn't line up and the wall doesn't line up. That is because for the first time there is a plate here that is pushing everything a little taller, so you could take that off and then the stripe will line up, but the wall height will still be off. So if instead of this plate they had included a brick that could have increased the wall height, then it would have been a more consistent standard and the modules would have actually like gone together. So that's definitely something that's a little frustrating. And if you go back to the Wave 2 sets where we got the left and right air vent, there, the stripe is lower because it wasn't actually built out of plates. It was just printed onto bricks as a design. So there you'd actually need to raise that up so you could take the extra plate from this and put it there. That's going to make the vent a little more noticeable. And then you might also notice that the brick colors at the bottom don't match, but then it's going to be a little more consistent, even though now it's going to be off height-wise, but the height was already a problem. But that's some stuff you can do to just try and make at least the stripe across the wall at a consistent height across the modules from different waves. Within each wave, they have been consistent so far. So all of the big sets from Wave 3 do have the stripe and wall height at the same height, and the two modules from this did have the same stripe height. Another super minor inconsistency is that all the previous FNAF 2 locations had these red and purple balloons that are a bright red and a bright purple, and the red balloons on the left and the purple balloons on the right, whereas the FNAF 1 locations use this darker purple and dark red balloon where they're a little bit darker and the side is flipped. So this is one from the show stage that I have for comparison. So even though this is supposed to be a FNAF 2 location, it has the balloons of a FNAF 1 location. Who knows why? But if they thought that they would get this by Brick 101, they have another thing coming, because I notice ridiculously minor details. But I probably missed something also, so let me know in the comments what I didn't point out, so we can all be as nitpicky as possible. Thanks for watching! Well, that review was pretty thorough, don't you think, Chica? Well, it was pretty good, but there's one huge thing you overlooked. Oh no, what is it? Well, the 2x2 jumper plate appeared in black for the first time in this set. How could you not mention that detail? That's a pretty minor detail. I mean, yes, the 2x2 jumper had its McFarlane Toys debut in the Private Room set. You can see here it's in this gray color and there in that bluish gray color. But it has never before appeared in black, so that is just a huge oversight. I mean, how can anyone even trust you as a reviewer if you're not going to mention things like that? Well, technically I'm mentioning it right now, but yes, it's me! I'm the one who should get the credit. Fact Checker Chica. I can put your name in the credits, I guess. I like that.